Welcome to Shine Africa, a lifestyle show designed for people of all ages and domains. The show is tailored to inform, educate, support, and inspire young people through its caliber of guests and uprising stars when they share their experiences, challenges, and success stories. Shine Africa, moving forward.
Hello, Africa. Hello, Cameroon, and welcome to your favorite show, Shine Africa. I am your host, the Reverend Abongta Mirabel Siringwa. On today's edition of the show, we have an amazing guest, an expert, a diplomat. Plus, we have the young, talented, and growing artist in the house, Chenny Rock. Ladies and gentlemen, can you now put your hands together for my special guests? Thank you. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you very much. And I need to keep you very comfortable.
Okay.
There is something they say the way to a man's heart is through his stomach. If that is true, then I'm going to be having your heart for the next about 26 minutes when we leave my kitchen, because we're starting with your stomach.
Okay, you can have my heart.
Oh, thank you. Let's go to my kitchen, please.
Okay.
Why do you like pineapples?
Well, I don't know. I think probably there aren't many pineapples growing in Canada. So you look at experience things that you can benefit of. It's one of the reasons why you want to be a diplomat, is to experience different things and to be able to look at different cultures.
Wow. So our juice is ready, and I give you a glass, and I have mine. So what's your favorite color?
My favorite color is red.
Red! Why red? Oh my God! So I give you a red straw. I give you a red straw. And my favorite color is green. I get the green for myself.
Well, you know, one of the things that happens when you grow up in a country, here you have green, yellow, and red everywhere.
Okay.
Canada, we have red and white everywhere.
Oh.
So you grow up with red as being a color that you identify with the red maple leaf.
This is beautiful. You're talking about the Canadian flag?
Yeah.
Oh, pretty much like. And ladies and gentlemen, before we take leave of you, remember that a kitchen without a juicer is not alive. Have a sip of your juice, please.
I will.
I think it's nice. It's nice, very nice.
You like it?
Yeah, I like it.
There you go.
I like it. Oh, this is really nice. I was afraid. I thought it was going to be too hot, but I think it's just normal.
Well, you can adjust the ginger to however much spice you like.
Exactly. Once more, we are talking to the High Commissioner, the Canadian High Commissioner to Cameroon, and he is His Excellency René Cremonese. Can you put your hands together again for him? I must say that I'm so glad to have you on the show. I'm really so glad to have you. Before we come to that part that talks about you, you gave me pretty much we asked you to pick 3 African outfits, and you picked something that looked like this and looks like mine too. So it was a kind of mixture, black and something. And so I decided to have this one, blue. Do you like it?
Yes, I do. It's very fetching.
And I added some black wood to it. My jewelry, black wood.
Yes.
So I'm sure you like it.
It does. It's very fetching.
Oh, thank you very much. That's so nice. Now, who is René Cremonese?
Who is he? Well, he's a diplomat. He's been in the Canadian Foreign Service for about 30 years. I've had postings in Manila in the Philippines, Jakarta, Indonesia, in Australia, and now here as High Commissioner or Ambassador to Cameroon.
Yeah. And when I read I read about you, it says that you had you became a political scientist, or that was way back in 1982, 85, and you look very young, because then I was just 2 years old. You look very young. When I read it, I said, this guy that I see, am I permitted to call you a guy?
Sure.
It sexy a bit. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So now, tell us about the work you do as High Commissioner for Cameroon. What do you actually do?
Well, I think it's pretty simple in the end for us. Part of it is work to help Canadian companies here, for example.
Okay.
Part of it is a look at the political situation here in Cameroon and engaging with the government. For example, Canada is running for election to the UN Security Council. Okay. So we'd be looking to Cameroon, the government, to vote in favor. Wow. So that's part of our job here. Okay. We also deal with the issues of development assistance.
Okay.
So not as big development assistance program here as in some other countries, but that's something that I enjoy quite a bit because it allows me to travel all over Cameroon.
Yeah.
So
wow.
We have small scale micro projects.
Okay.
And we get to go out and be at a ceremony for women's rights or prevention of forced marriage.
So you're working with local organizations in Cameroon.
Yeah.
And do you work, I mean, I think if you're working in Cameroon, you have the bigger picture working in Africa. Mm-hmm. You work with Canada works pretty much in Africa too. And
right.
you're working also, you're doing something on fashion. You're working, can you tell us?
Yeah, so I'm wearing this today because there is an organization here in based in Yaoundé, and it's the Centre de Créateurs de Mode, so designers and creators of fashion for Cameroon. Every year they have a big fashion week event, and they ask one of the diplomats to be the sponsor.
Wow.
Now there's a senator, Senator Ayatou, who is the sponsor for the godmother, as it were, and there's a godfather for the event, and that's usually one of the ambassadors.
Wow!
So they asked me to wear this today. It's one of the creations.
Looks like. Can you want to stand up and show us that?
Sure. Yeah.
Wow.
No. So they were nice. It's one of the designers who's involved in the Fashion Week who's produced this, and you can. Check the back as well.
It is beautiful.
So,
it is beautiful.
Yeah. So I'm very proud that they asked me this year to be
the godfather.
Be the godfather, as it were. So and usually there's an event held every May, and Fashion Week with receptions, and they try to pick up and coming designers as a competition, and then give them a chance to sell their products, to get training on entrepreneurship and also in design.
Wow. So we are getting all this that Canada is doing for Cameroon and Africa. And this dress is a mixture of Northwest Cameroon and pretty much like either north of Cameroon or west region of Cameroon.
Yeah.
So we're a mixture. This is North Cameroon and Northwest Cameroon. And I think what you're doing for Cameroon is it's remarkable, especially the training of young people, capacity building, and all of that. We would hear more of this when you want to say something before we go?
I do just want to make sure, because I don't want to take too much credit for the program. It really is a Cameroonian-based organization helping Cameroonians with some help from diplomats. Okay. The French embassy, German embassy, American, Swiss, a lot of people have been involved.
Okay.
So I don't want to give the impression that somehow this is something that Canada has done alone. This year, I'm the sponsor, but really the idea is to focus on Cameroonians and to give them that step up.
For me, it's the same. So thank you, Canada. Thank you, Canada. And we're going to be hearing more of what you're doing in Cameroon and for Africans when we come back from this musical break. Can you put your hands together for our guest artist in the house, Chenny Rock?
Greetings to everyone everywhere. Peace and love. I want to thank Shine Africa for having us tonight. This is Chenny Rock and the Jungle Rockers. See? Cha. I would just be loving, loving, loving you, and kissing, kissing, kissing you. Whoa, 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 baby girl. Say, I would just be loving, loving, loving you, and kissing, kissing, kissing you, touching you, loving you, hugging you. Say, if love was a song, I'll sing it to you forever. If love was food, I'll have bulimia. It flows in my heart, and cancer, that desire I'm yearning inside. I want satisfaction of my sensation and my emotions. Love is a breeze, they say. Love is a stream, they say. Love is a force, love is a rain. Love is a stream, love is a thing. Love is everything. Cause all I wanna know is, if love is a thing I'm feeling, I need to understand, to know where I stand in a situation. Somebody tell me, I wanna know if it's love I'm feeling. 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 I never knew that I would be high in a mud like this. When I close my eyes, it's just love I see. I feel it inside like it's a different scene. Oh, how you see it. I take you to the time when I couldn't be me. All the things I do when I was just 16. Now I take a chance just to say I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Cause I don't wanna talk about my vision that got me to all this temptation. Cause now I'm taking my decision to give my love to my nation. The world is going round, see my brother. So make you try to live like other, singing praises to our brother. Cause we getting so older. Cause it's one love we live for.
Oh yeah.
We'll die for it, cry for it, seek for it, and weep for it. Oh my God, I wanna know if it's love I'm feeling. I wanna know if it's love I'm feeling. I say I wanna know if it's love I'm feeling. Even your papa want to know if it's love I'm feeling. Even your husband want to know if it's love I'm feeling. Even your sister want to know if it's love I'm feeling. Even ambassador want to know if it's love I'm feeling. I wanna know if it's love I'm feeling. Check this out, Willie. One of the best guitarists you can find in Cameroon. I wanna know if it's love I'm feeling. Sing with me. I wanna know if it's love I'm feeling. Even your papa want to know if it's love I'm feeling. Even your brother wanna know if it's love I'm feeling. I hand the microphone to Mira, man.
I wanna know if it's love I'm feeling. Oh,
I wanna know. Yeah, I wanna thank Shine Africa for having me tonight, and Chenny Rock and the Jungle Rockers, them saying enough respect to one and all. Thank you very much.
I think this is good, and I love African music a lot.
Thank you very much.
And this is, the roots of African music, like pretty much like it.
From the grassland.
So, and you said Chenny Rock and
the Jungle Rockers.
Jungle Rockers. Yes. I see a lot of you on YouTube. When did you start singing?
Well, since I was baptized.
Since you were baptized. Oh, this is interesting. Since you were baptized, that's pretty much cool.
Yes.
And what exposure do you have? Do you have someone supporting you and the crew?
Well, not at all. The only support we have is from people like you and from our fans and people that actually like our music and recognize us. So.
Yeah, but I also know that you sing a lot around Yaoundé, Cameroon. You sing a lot.
Correct.
Yeah, you go from place to place. I've attended actually a number of your shows, and we really like to thank Chenny Rock and the Jungle Crew, the Jungle Rockers, the Jungle Rockers.
Yes.
And I hope that anyone who wants to get in touch with them, you just go to our website or Facebook page. If you inbox us, we're going to get you flying over to Chenny Rock and the
Jungle Rockers.
The Jungle Rockers. Yeah. Oh, thank you very much for coming, Jungle Rockers.
Thank you very much, Shine
Africa.
Thank you.
We hope to have you some other time.
I'll look forward to having you guys too for my next coming
concert or whatever will be there. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. I love you all the same. Bye bye.
Wow, thank you once more. Thank you. We're saying thank you to Chenny Rock and his team. And once more, ladies and gentlemen, we're still in the company of the Canadian High Commissioner to Cameroon. Now, tell us about your love for African music.
Well, as I think I said to you earlier, one of the things that's always fascinating and a reason to come abroad to be a diplomat is to experience different things.
Yeah, you did.
So African music is part of that.
Okay.
And whenever we travel within Cameroon, going from region to region, there's different styles, different music that we get to hear. Some traditional, some infused with modern jazz, or even sort of Afro folk kind of. So no, it's been fascinating. It's also interesting quite often that songs come in local languages. So what you end up as a foreigner picking up first is the rhythm and the music.
Wow,
and,
I think
and the
this
melody,
is nice. This
right?
is nice.
And then later on, maybe you find out about the lyrics and what it means.
What it means, yeah.
So, and I know we talked earlier. One artist that I've come to like is
Caress Fotso. We're going to come to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you and I would have to see how much we love Caress Fotso. Yeah. Okay, we're going to come to that. Now, a lot of people are watching and listening to you now. Amongst them are African youths. We have talked about the fact that Canada, in Cameroon and in Africa, you work through NGOs. Are there other programs that youths can just work to your embassy or go to the website and find out some opportunities? We have a lot of university students listening and watching. They are right here. Many of them are right here in the hall. Mm-hmm. Yes. Are there any such opportunities? Well,
I think what I should probably say with respect to youth is that one of the major foundations of Canada and Cameroon relations is education.
Okay.
So when I arrived, I was surprised to learn about Canadian missionaries, sisters and brothers who were here, helped to create the primary education system. Later on, Canadian Development Assistance created high schools run by some of these brothers, also technical high schools. And we continue now to have quite a number of institutions that are here trying to establish Canadian education opportunities here in Cameroon, for example. Wow. There are Cameroon students who go to Canada to study as well and who come back.
Wow.
We also just helped create a Canada-Cameroon Alumni Association that's just started. So we're looking at trying to be a part of Cameroon's development. The education is a major area for us.
Wow, this is really interesting, and I think if we're talking about emergence in Cameroon, emergence in Africa, we're talking principally about education. So if there were one thing you would want to change about Africa, what would that be?
I don't think that the way you asked the question makes it sound like there's a
problem.
There's a problem that we need to.
I like that.
We need
I
to
like
correct.
That. Yeah.
But in reality, I think Africa is a continent of opportunity.
Wow.
And so,
can we clap for that, please? Africa is a continent of opportunities. I think I like that. Yeah. I like the way you have put it.
So there are quite a number of areas where I think we're trying to focus on that. And you've mentioned youth. I mean, that's a major challenge for Africa, given that if you look at the average age or the median age across African countries, you'll find a country like Cameroon, the median age is somewhere around 19 or 20 years of age.
Okay.
So over half the population is under 20.
Under 20.
If you look at a place like Niger, the number goes lower to even something like 15 or 16. But that's quite normal for most of Africa.
Okay.
That's a challenge,
but
it's also a massive opportunity for Africa. The right education, the right opportunities, the right jobs, and that makes for a great potential.
Thank you. You think so well and you talk so well of Africa. We like to thank you. Besides your work as High Commissioner, basically ambassador, Canadian ambassador to Cameroon, what do you do with your time?
Well, one of the other elements of being a diplomat for me that's important is to be able to share my experiences with someone else. So my wife is here with me.
Okay.
In previous postings, our children were with us, and so as a family, we got to experience different cultures. Okay. So I think that's a major element of what I'm doing when I'm not at work. Is the two of us are together, and we're trying to explore various parts of Cameroon and trying to take in as much of the culture and the experience as we can.
Oh, thank you very much. I like to thank you very much. And on Friday night, what do you do with your time? Where do I catch you? Friday night.
Friday night, you would likely catch us probably after having played tennis with friends.
Oh, this is great. I think I heard that of you before.
Just having some drinks and chatting and talking. That's probably what you'd find us doing on a Friday night.
I think you got it. Thank God it's Friday. You're using your Friday very well. I must say that. I do a lot of that myself, so I must say that you're using your Friday well. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is the part where we ask a member of the audience to ask the High Commissioner a question. Who is that golden person with that golden question? Just a hand show, please.
My name is Mary Mola. I'm a language student in the University of Yaoundé 1. And my question goes thus. I wish to verify the type of orientation you give me as a language student after my first degree. What kind of job can I go in for?
Thank you very much for asking a question. I think I would be very arrogant if I implied that I was an expert in education. But what I guess I will say to you is that university does more for you than simply whatever your specific area of expertise is.
Okay.
It's a way of thinking, it's a discipline, and those are skills that you can take to anything that you want to do. So as a language student, someone might say, you might then go into translation, or you might go into some kind of field like that. But being someone who's in love with language and likes language gives you the ability, I'm sure, to write well, to speak well, to communicate. And those are skills which are in greater and greater demand. She could take your place, for example, in 50 years.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. For example.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's nice. I think the question is clear and it's been clearly answered. You don't stick onto one thing when you're in the university.
I just think that when you go to university and when you study, people tend to see that line as being, I do this and it takes me to this particular job. But the reality in life, I think, is that it's a bit like a highway.
Okay.
So that if I'm standing here at the beginning of the highway and I look down, I don't know where the end is.
Okay.
And the road may have lots of curves. Okay. When I get to the end and I look back, I know exactly where I came from and what the road was.
You're talking like an African. You're talking in Proverbs.
There you go.
Thank you very much. And this is the place where you ask me a question. What what would that be? Because I've put you on a very hot seat for so long.
No,
now I am on the hot seat.
I think it's a very simple question because you've asked me about Africa. You obviously have an African focus to your show. What is your hope for Africa from here, say, in 50 years? And how do you think your show helps to contribute to that?
This is so serious. I have to put everything in one. For me, I basically think that Africa is the next destination. And where my show would be in 50 years, you say?
No, where Africa would be in 50 years.
Africa would be in 50 years. The next destination for whatever is happening in the world. I think development-wise, what we see in the West, I see all of it coming back to Africa. And this is my contribution. You have talked about my show. My show is a contribution. It's a step forward, a step I'm making towards that. Because my mentor is Oprah Winfrey. And so I see Africa that high, that big, and I also see me. Because before you look at the bigger picture or the big picture, you should start with the small. The small is me. So I think I'll be like Oprah in 50 years. And I think Cameroon and Africa is going to be the next destination. Did I try?
You did a great job. Thank you.
Oh, thank you very much. People who ask questions never know how to answer questions. So if I did not answer the question well, don't blame me. My part is to ask questions. Okay. Thank you very much. And this is the place. This is my best slot on the show. I dance a lot. So the dance slot, everyone who knows me knows that I love dancing. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So this is my best slot. And you have asked for us to do Caress Photo. And we are doing, what's that song you asked for?
L'homme Dieu.
Oui, that is Mariage Forcé.
Yes.
Forced marriage. Why you decided to pick this song? Forced marriage? Caress Photo?
Well, I guess, as I said to you earlier, because it's in a local language, when I first heard it, I just was struck by the beat.
Okay.
So it makes you want to move, at least for me. It makes you want to dance.
Okay.
It was only later that I found out it was a song about preventing child marriage and forced marriage.
Oh my God, okay.
And that's something that Canada is working very hard to battle. We have a photo exposition, for example, that's touring Cameroon in coordination with other partners. One of the things that you deal with as an ambassador is you often work at a very high level, companies, contracts. Whereas when I deal with a project, sometimes I'm able to make a difference in the life of one young girl who gets to avoid having to be married to someone who's 65 years old.
Oh my God, this is so beautiful.
The song is important for that because I think the music is happy, but the actual message is very important.
Yeah, very pertinent. I think I use this opportunity to say hi to Caress Photo. I know that you have met her before.
Yes.
And that's really nice. So now, can we put our hands together for the High Commissioner, please?
Mariage forcé, c'est pas bon. 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 Oh, cabingo, oh, cabingo, oh, 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 cabingo, oh, gatonyo, gayo, galo. Oh, cabingo, oh, cabingo, oh, 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 cabingo, oh, gatonyo.
Thank you.
This is so nice. You have taken me by surprise.
There you go.
You have taken me by surprise, like you master all the steps. And I was just like, I was watching because I don't know how to go halfway.
Okay.
That is really nice. And now we're going to see how many marks you have made for yourself. Dancing this beat. I'm sure the audience will not have a mark for you. 10 is too small for you. By what? I'm not trying to influence you. I'm just saying that he has done so well. So.
Okay.
Please, let's see it. Is it a 5? Ooh. Is it an 8? Ooh. connected?
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. You don't have to sit anymore.
Oh, okay.
You don't have to sit anymore. And I must say that you are a very good dancer. I used to think that I'm a very good dancer, but I've just seen one African very good dancer. So you're going to get space on this calabash and you inscribe your name. Someday, a lucky winner is going to get this calabash with your signature on it. Thank you very much. Can you write? The signature is very diplomatic.
Oh,
add your name to it, please.
All right. I didn't want to take up too much room on your
No,
calabash.
don't bother.
Thank you.
Thank you too. Thank you very much. And in Africa, you do not visit someone and go back empty-handed. So we prepared this African guitar for you. It makes some noise. And here it comes from a pumpkin, an African pumpkin.
Yeah.
And we decided to give it to you. I hope you like it.
Thank you very much. And it'll be great because my son is in music. He's in the music industry and he plays guitar and drums and piano and banjo.
Wow.
And I think I'll have to record him playing.
Like and just check our Facebook page. You're going to find his son playing this guitar. Thank you very much for coming. It's been a privilege having you on Shine Africa.
Thank you very much.
And we hope to have you some other time. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Before we go, ladies and gentlemen, our watchword is a South African proverb which says, "Love like rain does not choose the grass on which it falls." Love like rain does not choose the grass on which it falls. Thank you so much for being with us. Thank you for watching Shine Africa. You can like and follow us on Facebook or on our webpage www.shineafrica.org. See you next time on Shine Africa. Bye. That's why we had this other one. They just did it on the same thing. We have been explained that. Thank you.